Hi, this is Jason Miles, and I want to tell you about my new release coming out called Blue is Paris. It'll be out in May 2017 on Lightyear Records, and it's a very unique album. When I was very young, living in Brooklyn, New York, my father had a new stereo, and he bought albums. And one of the albums he bought was called Lullaby of Birdland, done after the classic song. And it was very unique because it was 12 different artists doing the song with 12 different arrangements. Quincy Jones and Al Cohn, Zoot Sims, Barbara Carroll, Shorty Rogers, all these different people from back in the 50s with different arrangements. And I always thought to myself, all through my life, boy, that album was so interesting and so different. So I find myself now in Paris in December of 2015, right after the terrorist attacks. And I was walking around town with my friend Karen, and I saw just the real difference and just how the city was dealing with all of this stuff. And yeah, it was tense, but it was also the people just went about doing their vibe and going to cafes, and places were open, and there was a definitely good spirit, something that I just haven't seen here in situations like that. So I came home and I wrote a song dedicated to Paris, and I called it Blue is Paris. I collaborated with the great trumpet player Russell Gunn. And after I heard the version, I said, you know what? There's something more to this track, and I should try like what we did with Lullaby of Birdland. So I ended up sending it to various friends of mine like Jay Rodriguez, and we had a track with Gene Lake and Adam Dorn and Reggie Washington doing different versions on the bass. And I called up some great people like Ricardo Silveira in Brazil, the guitarist, and Ricky Kej, composer from India, along with trumpet players Juka Escola and Theo Croker, Patches Stewart, and Russell Gunn. And I also added great saxophone player Jeff Coffin to give me another kind of vibe on it on soprano sax. And then I felt also, well, we need a vocal on it, so I called my friend Maya Azucena, and she did a wonderful vocal. We added Vinny Zumo on guitar with it. And here is Blue is Paris. One song, 9 different versions with 9 different artists. And it was all based on the original track that I did. And I thought, okay, well, let's give it a try. And I was so happy that it was embraced by so many different people. And now it's coming out in May. And it's very exciting for me because it just shows that I tried a concept and the concept worked on one level. Now we got to make it work on the next level. And I'm hoping that you're going to help and support the project. So thanks for checking it out. And it'll be a digital release coming out in May. Blue is Paris. Thank you.